have put together here, and I'm sure that the fans are also agreeing because we got to talk about the fandom for the WBR. They have been insane so far at Icons,
fans.
and this is their last chance of making it into the knockout stage. You know that they're sending their energy as we're getting ready for game number 1.
We already have a few SCA teams in the knockout stage, and this is it, right? This is it for Brazil. This is your #1 team. They have to make it. They have to beat out Flash Wolves right now, get into that knockout stage, and then you have all the bragging rights, right? Brazil would have made it in the top 8, and whew, that's a big thing.
Right now, there's a big conversation, a big argument over who's the 3rd best region.
Right.
I mean, we have 4 WRL teams in knockouts. I think it's disputable.
Undisputed.
They're #1. SCA with 2 teams already from the WCS. And from that point on, it could be Brazil, Korea, North America. This is Brazil's opportunity to prove we deserve a spot in the top 8 in the world. Game 1 on the
Suits
Rift.
starting off with a Sapphire Crystal is already, I mean, you're not going to be applying a lot of pressure up against Bruce on the Jace. When you're playing against that early game aggressive mid laner, I don't feel like you can get away starting off the game like this right now. And whew, Selena's looking for some aggression already.
Okay, takes a pretty rough trade there and even drops the control ward. So getting the worst of 2 trades. But going back to that point, this means that probably more scaling. If they're going to be going for that tier as quickly as they can, first back tier purchase is what I'm expecting from Sweets and Almine.
Yeah.
Means that Omega maybe foregoing the initial item breakpoints.
Oh, look at Flash Wolves. Look at Flash Wolves.
Oh, okay. What? Oh no, Huya does not realize this is coming. Explosive
he
Cast
pushed him
actually
out of it.
Pushes him closer to the
Oh
wall.
no!
Huya using both summoner spells, now Colleen as well. Trying to poke down Isan. Beningus coming, Selena coming.
Oh,
Flash
that was
Wolves, they get
horrible.
out.
Isan just saved Huya right there. He just saved him. He pushed him out of the Jack stun.
And this is a crucial moment, right at the 4-minute mark. Oh! Isan's back is stopped at the last seconds. First blood to the Lucian.
This is a they have 2 very weak early game items. It's the Mana Immune and the Archangel Staff.
But Flash Wolves aren't contesting. They're instead gonna trade. Okay. We're maybe looking for a steal there. If the eye was open, that would have gone over to Locking. But it's just a trade. Herald for the Dragon. Can Omega turn this into that first turret?
And this is fine for Omega Esports, right? They're fine shaking hands. They're fine scaling into that late game. However, you are giving a Dragon over to Flashels, who does still have Cookie on the Jax. But it's okay, right? Like, you just don't want to force a fight when you have champions that are pretty weak in the early game.
Lucian should win this matchup most of the time. Locking.
Oh, Locking.
By the Winter's Bite, knocked up with a Cyclone. And again, Isan's Explosive Cast, not enough. Does not save the AD carry, but Bruce with a flank now. This could be rough for Omega. Beningus goes to the Gromp as Selena dies, and Beningus, no escape path. 2 kills picked up for Flash Wolves.
Mid turret is done, however. Suits, meanwhile, was taking that mid lane turret, finished off his Seraph's Embrace. I like this from Omega Esports. They are able to get through this early game stage. They've only given away a Dragon. They're playing it safe. They're scaling into the late game. Whew. They
from
may
Flash
just
Wolves,
win this game.
sticking in the lane, saying, okay, you get a Herald, as we like to call them, the WCK Heralds, where it goes into the turret and doesn't take it down.
Yeah.
And they trade up in turrets for themselves, so Flash Wolves actually come out majorly ahead here.
And Omega Esports, indeed, as you said, not even getting that
Selena,
turret.
you're way too far forward. Does not have the backup of Almine, okay.
Man, Omega Esports doesn't even have that Rift Hut. I'm not sure why they used it in the bot lane. Right? They did get the Dragon, sure. But indeed, Flash was taking a lot for it. And who? Ysera?
As XX Ultimatum throws it into the stasis, but the stasis a little mistimed. Oh, Almine actually goes forward. Beningus now realizing, okay, I don't actually have a lot of backup here. It's just Almine who's really low in the health bar. Flashes to safety, but this should be another turret for Flash Wolves.
Flash Wolves taking turret after turret. Flash Wolves just accelerating their lead at this point. And even though you get that is gonna skill really well into the late game.
Okay, but can Beningus survive? I don't know if he's got enough armor right now. He barely goes down as the rest of Omega now trying to trade one back, but Flash Wolves, they get away with the kill.
Omega Esports doing a lot of poke damage, but they're not securing those kills. And that's why the lockdown from Ysera is going to be so important. That Camille ultimate, able to pick up Benignus, able to get them the kills. And that's what it's all about, right? Like, if you get so many pokes, but if you don't get the kill, it doesn't really matter. But then that Iceborne Gauntlet, the armor boots, this Ezreal, Aeomine is going to be very, very hard to kill.
Watch for the scaling of Omega. Not something I necessarily expected to hear, but also watch for these picks. Bruce Chain CC'd. Goes into the stasis. Now locking, stuck around thinking, okay, I'm safe because they're on the mid laner. But now everybody's right on to the AD carry. Locking's down, Bruce down, maybe Cookie, and Isan can trade it back. Isan with an engage, and Cookie's just untouched. Full health right now on this Jax, but there we go. Poke from Almin finally landing.
And there we can see the damage ramping up from Omega Esports, right? Like, this is the way that they could win this game. And Ysera,
The 6 damage is coming online. 3 items as we have the dragon spawning. That will be Elder Dragon here. And that we've seen so many games decided at Elder. It's a 3,000 gold lead for Flash Wolves. That feels nice, but that's not like game ending right there. Maybe a pick on Huya would be though. Ysera taking the 1v1. The Hull Breaker's completed. So Huya flashes. Ysera with a follow-up flash. Tactical sweep for the slows. And there we have it. The solo kill for Ysera. Omega, they started up the dragon. It was just Beningas all alone. So Cookie chasing him down. They haven't utilized their poke. There's no low health bars to the side of Flash Wolves, but Beningas is almost dead. They're going to lose an inhibitor here. They got to force something, I guess. They get nothing.
Ysera is just ending the game. Meanwhile, this is horrible for Omega Esports. They lost Huya. He's
This
still
is the poke that Omega need.
Isan has a Warlock
suits to land stuff. As Ysera with the Guardian Angel now completed. Do you throw out the Hextech Ultimatum? Of course you do. Huya, no stasis as it is still on cooldown. Ysera looking for another solo kill. Ysera might just end this game on his own.
Huya is just getting solo boloed over and over again, actually picking up that Solari charge bait with no crit at all. You need to be tankier, and
Ysera's literally going to end the game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Suits is flashing forward, but Ysera's on the Nexus.
It's over.
It's a backdoor win for game number 1, elimination on the line, and Ysera does it himself.
It's over.